Hi. It is April 28th in the evening. It's 7 p.m. Today is day 29 in, well, now, Bourbonnais, Kankakee. Um, but today we went in super early. Me and Whitney drove in this morning. I think we left here at like 5:30ish, got in around 5:40, checked in, got our station all set up, and then took our temperatures and all the staff temperatures and kind of just reorganized everything for them. And then we kind of had patients trickle in throughout the morning and made sure they had their PPE on. So pretty simple, but definitely like I know for them it's super helpful. So that's good. Um, we did a million. Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm gonna be so sore tomorrow. We did freestanding squats, lunges. We walked. Um, we cleaned up. There's like this little like kind of like patio area that they have that they don't really use. It looks like, but we picked up all the trash for them. I got rid of all the dead heads on their plants in the um, entryway where we take temperatures. So, and we cleaned up that. So we just kind of like tried to find things to fill our time with. Oh, and then there's a bunch of hearts like all over the place that like clearly one of the units had done for like crafting. Because it's like a pretty like severe each kind of unit has like a different severity of mental health patients all the way from like nonverbal. So there were a bunch of hearts everywhere, and that are like supporting, like, we're united together and we love our healthcare workers, all that. So Whitney and I cut out a ton more hearts because in our little, like, where in our like lobby area where we're doing this, there was nothing. And we created a whole like wall of hearts that we kind of like used as like a public health statement being like, you look great in your mask and smile under that mask of yours. We love PPE. It's like all these hearts have like these little things. And then of course we said like, we appreciate you and and your job matters and like, the stuff that's like supportive, but also like, come on guys, wear your PPE, like make sure you're washing your hands, like trying to, because some people just don't take it seriously, and that's why they had this huge outbreak. I don't know, I feel like I just kind of didn't explain where I am right now. So Shapiro Mental Health Center had the highest outbreaks of COVID in the entire state of Illinois. So this mental health facility just like exploded with COVID. And I think they had, well, I know for sure it was 2 deaths. I think it was. I think it was just two. I don't know for sure, but for sure there were two. Um, and the whole problem was, is like, so someone obviously, like all the units are like locked down. Like these patients aren't leaving. They have like all of their docs come to them. So and they get like lab work drawn there. Like they're not leaving the facility. So obviously it was like a staff member who brought it in from the community. And then because like no one was wearing any protective um, like garb, which I mean normally you're not gonna wear like droplet precautions when you're just going in to like take care of a patient. Just kind of like basic, like I honestly think they just use gloves for the most part and sometimes a mask based off of like probably if it's like smelly. But so like everyone caught it, like staff members and all the patients, like it just, or the residents, I guess you would call them. So they brought the National Guard in to try and like, I think it was like, it got blown up on the media, obviously. And that's where kind of like the state was like, okay, we're going to step in here and like make a stand. So we sent the National Guard there. They set up these stations, which, oh my God, there was just like what we walked into when we first went yesterday was just like these like bless their hearts like super sweet like National Guard boys that are like 21 years old, like really young guys, but just like didn't really care, and like they weren't wearing their PPE, so then they weren't caring if other people were wearing their PPE, and they were just like taking temperatures. So Whit and I go in there and are like, we're gonna just like take this more seriously. So just kind of like locked it down. We've been kind of coming down on any staff members, just like a little firm hand, because we're like, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. Like my my friend Max, he's a PA, he's at the other site like this, and he already wrote up a nurse because she refused to wash her hands for some unknown reason. Like, don't really know why. But it's just like, if you're gonna make us do this job, like, we're gonna still take it seriously and like do a good job at it. So it's just funny. So they already like thanked us for being like way more efficient and helpful, and like we're doing our best. And like tomorrow we're like gonna ask them to give us like random tasks, like we'll stock supplies for you, or we'll like go through chart audits for you or whatever, try and help in any way that we can. So we're not just kind of like filling our time with like exercise and like reading and crafting, which is great, but also like we could be more helpful if they would just give us some tasks. So we're gonna try, because we're pretty much like, I mean, we're whatever they need done, we can kind of do it. So other than see patients, but yeah. So then we got back and we showered right away. I mean, like we're getting back and just taking our stuff off, leaving our shoes outside, and going straight into the shower, showering, just to make sure we're really clean. If there is COVID on us, we'll wash it off. And then we did a workout, and then we ate dinner, and we're already like, it's 7, and we're like, it's time to like get into bed. I think we're just trying to like be healthy and be on a good routine, and so like we're waking, like we meet for coffee at 4:30 in the morning. I mean, literally, like Whitney and I spend like every waking moment of our time together right now. So I'm so grateful that she's here with me, because I think we'd both be going insane. I know I would without her. And she's so funny. Like, honestly, she's one of the funniest people I've ever met. So she's always making me laugh. We have a good time. But yeah. So I think, like, like I just like day at a time. Like, obviously, like in the most like kind of like it's not like an ideal situation, and I know that, but it's like, this is what we're doing and we're just going to go with it, and I'm counting down the days so I can come home, but also I'm just going to try and embrace what I can while I'm here. But yeah, so I don't know, that's what happened today. I don't know, I feel like there's just funny stuff that happens throughout the day. Oh my god. We were so we're like, the way it is, it's like where we have our lobby area, and then there's a wing on each side, and that are like these lock units, and there's doors that open up to the patio, and so it's like a circle, I guess, and more like a U, and we're sitting, like we have the doors wide open because it's so hot. Okay, so this place has no like air. It doesn't have any air flowing through it that's like cool, or even like a fan. It seems like they probably have some sort of heat for the wintertime, but like we're in like our full PPE and it's so hot in there. Like we looked at the thermometer, it says air. So we're just like dripping. Like literally I was just like in my own sweat, like starting like an hour into work. And so we have the doors wide open and we're just kind of like sitting in the chairs reading our books, like waiting for the next wave of patients to come in. And we hear this like screaming. It's like, fuck you bastard, like get out of there. And so we like look over and there's this, one of the patients is in the window like flipping us off, and like we think, like we just ignore, like at first we like waved because we thought she was just saying hi, but no, she was like so angry that we were out there. And it went on for like probably a good half hour where like it was like, don't make eye contact, like just stay, like we're not gonna go inside, like it's so hot in there, like we're staying right here. She can be mad that we're out here but we're not moving. And she's just sitting there just so mad. It was so funny. And she had like, it was just like classic, I don't know, it was pretty funny. I feel like that's like an everyday occurrence though, in that facility. But yeah, so we got our badge photos, and oh my god, it's just like, one, they like took it up like here, they even like cut off like the top part of my hair, so I like, it's literally just like my chin up, and it's like zoomed in as much as possible. And we had just taken off our PPE, and both Whitney and I are just like, you can see our face just like dripping in sweat. Like it's so bad, it's so funny. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have much to say. I feel like I'm just blabbing about the stupid, silly things that like brighten my day to day. Because there's a lot. Like, I mean, obviously, there's a lot of just like being bored and kind of being annoyed with what's going on, but overall, we had a pretty decent day and we're feeling good. So, yeah. Well, that's it for today. So it's Tuesday, April 28th. So that means we're just ticking away. Tuesday, so Wednesday. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to come home. I think I'm like a month out. I don't really know. No, not even. I don't even know. I haven't counted the days today. All right. Well, I hope everyone's doing well.